1, 2, 3. There you go. That's why they do the clicker in the movies. Did you know that?
No.
It's to sync the video and the audio.
That's a fun fact.
I learned that, yeah. Okay, so you are from Greenbrier, Tennessee. By the way, hello, everybody. Next episode of the 8 Domains podcast, we have the wonderful Ashley Fort, resident therapist at Benjamin Holmes Counseling. And we were just talking about a discovery of a little link that we have in geography, at least. And so you're from Greenbrier, Tennessee.
I am.
Very small, rural town.
Yep.
But it's kind of grown.
It's grown so much.
Yeah. So I was there in like 2008. And I was asked to resign in 2009.
That's
a fun story.
I'm sure. Yeah. That's so wild. Yeah. So my parents moved there in 2007. So that I was 10.
Did y'all go to church somewhere?
No.
Oh, so you guys were on our list.
No.
No, you guys were on our list. We were probably praying for y'all.
Yeah. Probably. We needed it. We came from Nashville and so Greenbrier, what, 20 years ago? Not the same.
No.
Not even close. So my mom grew up near Overton, Brentwood area, the culture shock from us. I went to Davidson Academy, culture shock to Greenbrier.
Yeah.
Insanity. So we would still come to Nashville every day, go to the park. Our schedule didn't change. We just lived 30 minutes away.
Why did y'all move to Greenbrier?
Our neighborhood that we lived in, it was right across. I'm horrible with geography. It's not. That's why I'm a therapist. So it was directly across from Davidson Academy, that road that cuts in.
Yeah.
Bad
Whites
neighbor.
Creek Pike?
Off of Whites Creek Pike.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's close to directly across from the school.
Yeah.
Right in a bad neighborhood, and my dad wanted land. He didn't want to have neighbors necessarily.
Gotcha.
So
can't moved for that.
No, and they got a great deal on the house. My dad's a fireman, so his friend was selling the house. We moved out there. They only had I think it was just Walmart and Kroger, and those were still 15 minutes from us. And my mom is used to that's not the case. Everything is very close. You don't have to really go far for anything.
Yeah.
So that was culture shock.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So see, I grew up in rural West Kentucky, and so if we wanted to do anything, we had a skating rink, we had a movie theater. But if you wanted to go to the mall, you had to go up to Indiana or Owensboro or school shopping.
Yeah.
Where poor people went. We went down to the outlet malls in Madisonville or Hanson, Kentucky. And by outlet malls, I mean that there was a Hanes and a Lee factory outlet. Not even Levi.
Tracking. Yeah, Lee.
Yeah, so it was, and then I moved down into even more rural West Kentucky into Webster County in a town called Dixon. And that's how you know you're from Kentucky, is if you tell people what county you're from. That's almost, I think, exclusive to Kentuckians. It's where are you from? Oh, Kentucky. What part? Henderson County or Webster County.
You don't say the city. Because no one
unless it's Louisville, Lexington, Frankfort, or what's the other one? Louisville, Lexington, Frankfort, Owensboro. Sometimes people say Owensboro because that's kind of big. Bowling Green, people will talk about Bowling Green because that's kind of big. But yeah, no, if you're not from one of those metropolitan cities, you just say county. But anyways, so I get the having to drive to 30 minutes to the grocery store, 30 minutes to whatever. So yeah. All right, well, here you are in the big city. Your life is just shaping up. Exactly.
Yeah, we're saying now.
Say what?
We're saying now, present day?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. You bought a house, you got a job.
Yeah, crazy business.
Yeah. Cool.
Live, laugh, loving. I think live, laugh, loving more so now that I work at Benjamin Holmes. Love. I do. It's a great company. 1000%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a paid sponsorship. It's a paid ad. You
I
are
mean,
a paid actor right now.
Technically, yes. Technically, yeah.
So, okay, so thank you for being here. Thank you for
Yeah.
the is it the glazing? Is that what you just did?
Glazing?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. No.
What does that
That's
mean?
like true.
What does it
Glazing,
mean?
like
Both.
sugar coating? What is glazing?
No, you don't know?
Yeah.
No.
Glazing
Yeah,
is like when you're like really complimenting and like.
I think that was an example of glazing. Right
Yeah.
there.
Oh.
When you're just like, it's such
Oh
a
my
great
gosh.
company.
But it was genuine.
Yeah.
It was genuine.
Glazing is not genuine?
Well,
like boosting
I think
someone's
usually
ego?
like pat my back, I'll pat yours. You know, glaze. But I
so
think
glazing is kind of like a quid pro quo.
I think that was heartfelt glazing.
Heartfelt glazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So there's like bad. Like, is glazing normally bad?
Usually, if you like a sports team or like an actor, and all you can do is talk about, oh, I love them, you're like, oh, stop glazing them. You know.
Oh, like Matthew McConaughey. Like,
you don't like
you too?
No, I love him.
I love him.
Like, he's great.
He's
have you read his
wonderful.
book?
I have.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I've heard. One of my friends read the audiobook or like did the audiobook.
Me too.
Yes. She said it was great.
It's just I would lay out on my hammock and try to channel McConaughey vibes and just listen to his book with his. Yeah. He's got a beautiful voice. Everything about the man is beautiful. It's
he's great. But fun fact, did you know he got transplants? It was in his book. He got hair transplants.
I didn't pick up on that part.
He did when he was like in his 20s.
Yeah. One thing I heard about Matthew McConaughey that I thought was very impressive, and I don't know if this is true, but I heard somebody saying, he back in his heyday, he dated all of these like beautiful, famous women. Like he was just, he's Matthew McConaughey, so he's like doing the rounds in Hollywood, and he would have these relationships, and they'd be very public. And then when there was a breakup, and some tabloid or some interviewer would try to like get him to spill the tea. Yeah. Right? I'm trying. Yeah. I'm going to stop here in a minute because it's going to be sad soon. He would just simply say like, oh yeah, so-and-so, what a lovely lady. What a wonderful person. I'm so grateful for the time we got to spend together. And then he would just like move on and he wouldn't talk shit about anybody. It's like, that's
an admirable quality.
Yeah.
Just more to love.
Beautiful on the inside too.
Yeah.
He seems.
It's what the world needs.
Yeah.
His mom, in the book, he didn't tell, I could be wrong, but he stopped telling his mom about his relationships and like where he was like specifically living, because his mom would either call paparazzi or his mom would like spill the tea.
I think so, yeah.
But that's crazy to like have that boundary with your mother.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
So you're a therapist here. I'm just gonna like be a little pinball machine of topics. So you're a therapist here. I think we need to start doing that instead of saying I'm gonna be a little ADHD. We're just gonna be a pinball machine. Yeah. And now people are gonna have to go Google search what a pinball machine is or ask ChatGPT because they don't exist anymore. But you're a therapist here. What type of clients do you work with? Or maybe I should say this because you work with a lot of different clients.
So many.
So what type of clients do you feel you're most effective with?
I like that question. I think, saying it out loud, it's going to sound like I think kind of wild, but like teen girls and men in their 30s. Like, I don't know.
Not as different as you would think.
Like, I don't know that there's a correlation.
I don't know that there's a distinction.
Sometimes, yes. But, like, I love working with teen girls, like, high school age, even, like, some 8th graders. Like, it's fun. Because they're kind of, like, learning everything for the first time. And it's cool because I think I go back to, like, when I was in high school and, like, what there's so many girls that needed was just, like, guidance. And when you're learning everything for the first time, like, how to do it safely and how to, like, explore, but, like, in a healthy way. Yeah. Just, like, questions. Just, like, emotional questions or even, like, experiences that are had.
Okay. Hey, Bo, here's a fun game. Do you have ChatGPT?
Sure do.
Okay, I want you to ask her, questions a ninth grade girl might ask her therapist.
Okay.
And then
We'll see if
we'll see from your perspective
Yeah, okay, fair.
and from my perspective what we would think. Is that a fun game?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
And maybe like do men in their 30s ask the same questions?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I think sometimes I'm not like calling anyone out, but like sometimes I do think that there is a correlation because some men in their 30s are also experiencing emotional exploration for the first time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's not just that. It's also like I think there's actually a like this is called like second puberty or something like that.
Yeah,
where you go
yeah,
through
yeah.
where it's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a young adult anymore,
Right.
and the shit that was cute that I could get away with in my 20s of like staying out on Broadway and drinking until 4 o'clock in the morning and then like wasting a Sunday to recover and then still feeling like shit on Monday, like that has run its course.
Right.
And so now it's just like, oh, okay, there's new physical realities, there's new emotional realities,
Right.
relationships are expected to be different. So yeah, I would say that, yeah, not even just men, but just people in general in their 30s are kind of going through like maybe a second type of development.
For sure. Well, the frontal lobe develops at 25.
Yeah. A little bit later for some guys.
Yeah, well.
Depending on trauma.
Some may still be finding their frontal lobe. That's, yeah.
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 Okay.
Sometimes.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's hear it. Okay,
right.
So what questions might a ninth grade girl ask her therapist?
Yes, and I think this one also could apply to a man in his 30s as well.
Okay.
What is the difference between being sad and being depressed, and which one am I?
I feel like I hear that.
I think that we really need to talk about this.
Okay.
Because I've got a book over there called the DSM-5, and it defines what a depression is.
Yeah.
Sadness is a feature of depression.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not depression.
Right.
Sadness is oftentimes a momentary, circumstantially caused emotion that we're experiencing that is information on how we should show up and take care of ourselves.
Right.
Depression is a combination of a symptomology that persists for 2 weeks or more and has a significant impact on the functioning of a person's life.
Agreed.
Okay,
I
good.
think also, too, some things that I distinguish with clients is like, are you having depressive thoughts? Or like, is something depressing you? And that's different from being depressed.
Yes.
Because you can have depressive thoughts and like some things that happen like are depressing and like it goes to a depressive state, but that doesn't mean that you stay there, nor does that mean that you are like clinically depressed.
Right. And it doesn't mean that like if you're 2 or 3 days into grief, like you lost a loved one and you're in that isolation and depression stage, like you're certainly depressed.
Yeah.
And that's normal, and it's actually evidence of a healthy processing to be depressed. But I think the reason I said we needed to talk about it is because one of the big things with my practice whenever I was working with clients is like you just got to use the words that are correct, because if you use the wrong word, and I'm just sad because the concert got canceled due to the rain and I'm sad. Well, be sad. Don't be traumatized. Don't be depressed. Don't be devastated. Because those words actually mean something to the people experiencing them.
Right. And going back to like...
It's like, I'm sorry, it's it's like emotional appropriation.
Ooh, I like that. I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, it feels very virtue signaling.
Yeah, well, okay. So going back to like how you said like using words like T and like what did you said, Gen X?
Yeah, you're gonna have to speak to me. I'm 43.
Well, no, like today in today's day and age, people use like so lax. I'm depressed, and then they make it like not necessarily like they make it more than they make it seem as though they're clinically depressed when really they're just in a depressed season. You know, like you're saying, don't use words that maybe aren't the true meaning of what you're feeling.
Yes, and one of the more controversial TikToks I posted was like, stop diagnosing yourself with ADHD on the internet.
Oh my gosh.
So,
yeah.
But, of course, there's people on there like, well, I learned more about and was validated more about my, ADHD than any doctor or psychiatrist ever did, and I wasn't listened to. And I'm just like, yeah, because the internet is an echo chamber.
Mm-hmm.
You can find and verify and validate anything. I can go right now and prove to you that I have liver cancer. Just give me enough time.
With the symptoms.
With the symptoms on the internet.
Yeah.
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 So, I mean, maybe not liver cancer, but like something,
yeah.
right? So, anyways, what is the difference? Am I sad or am I depressed? I think it comes down to like, do you really understand? Do you care to understand what those words mean? And if you don't care to understand what those words mean, then pick one and then just run with it, because everybody seems to be doing that these days.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to understand what those words mean, pick the right one and then respond effectively given the information that one is giving you. So like sadness is like, okay, feel it. It's momentary. It's temporary. All emotions are going to change eventually. Just do the next right thing. If you're sad, listen to some music or go take a walk outside or call a friend or journal or, whatever it is, eat some chocolate. If you're depressed, well, the protocol is going to be different. It doesn't mean that you just sit there and be it.
Right.
But it just means you do different things to get through it.
You approach it differently.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe look up a feelings wheel too.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Feelings wheels.
I love them. They're everywhere.
Yep.
You can get them at Hobby Lobby.
Well, you can also just Google them for free.
Then ChatGPT too.
Yep.
Plug. I'm just kidding.
All right, ready for round 2?
Yeah, let's do it.
My friend keeps spreading rumors about me, but she says she's just messing around. What do I do?
That feels
yeah.
That feels very open-ended.
What are the rumors?
Yeah, what are the? How
I have a crush on this boy. I'm jealous of this girl.
Oh, okay. So there's just rumors.
Of people making assumptions.
Yeah. So what should I do if it? Say it again.
My friend is spreading rumors about me, and that doesn't feel good. What should I do?
Well, obviously, we would say spread rumors about her. No, I'm just kidding.
Pick a fight.
Yeah, pick a fight in the cafeteria.
Yeah, take it outside.
Yeah. And, no, just talk to her.
Yeah.
And if she's your friend, she'll be like, okay, I hear you. But if she's not your friend, then, like, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So just stop calling her your friend.
Yeah, I actually, like, had a situation like this similarly. And it took like a lot of processing of like, is this girl really your friend? Like, is she really showing traits? Because if she's saying negative things about you to other people that aren't true, that's mean. That's not what friends do. So like, what are traits that friends do?
You're so much better at being a therapist to a ninth grade girl than I would be. I'd be like,
well, it doesn't look like that with every client though. Because also like some girls just respond better to like, okay, and like, was she right?
Is it
like,
a rumor
obviously I
it's
word
true?
it a little bit right. Is there truth to it? Like, that's a question. Like, is there any truth to it? Did you talk to the girl's boyfriend in the hallway? Could people think that maybe you're trying to mac on her boyfriend? So maybe we're careful with like who we talk to and who we spend time with. Again, going back to like, are these real friends?
What was the question?
It was the rumors.
Oh, the rumors. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Ninth graders are just fun. You never know like what's gonna come out of their mouth. I think that's my favorite part. Is like, obviously every client's different, and obviously you really never know what you're gonna get that day.
Do your clients?
Yeah.
Okay, so we often say that like most of the people in therapy are in therapy to deal with the bullshit of the people in their lives who won't go to therapy.
I like that. I don't think I've heard that very often.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's most people are in therapy.
Maybe I'm living under a rock.
Most people who go to therapy to deal with the bullshit of the people in their lives who won't go to therapy.
I resonate with that. That's fair.
Me too.
Yeah.
So
that's tea.
So with working with teenagers, or like I tried it, and I remember having the worst possible experience as a therapist. Not worst possible.
Yeah.
There's way worse. See, I always say like don't speak in hyperbole, and then I do that bullshit too. So this is just evidence.
It happens. We're all human.
You don't have to be perfect at the shit that you teach.
No.
You know? All right. So, anyways, I had a very unpleasant experience with a teenage client identified as trans.
Okay.
Was homeschooled.
Okay.
And it was virtual. And the family was like hyper fundamental Christian. And
what a twist.
Yeah, and so then like this I had suspicion that this person was also undiagnosed on the autism spectrum disorder.
Okay.
And it was just like literally like this client of mine would just hold the phone here, so I'm looking up her nostrils, and she's just like walking around the room. She's like never still.
Oh no,
and
that
she's
makes
just,
me more that. Like,
yeah, and then like I would hear the mom in the background yelling at the client.
Yeah, so then you're
like, make sure you tell him that, and just and I'm gonna tell him, mom. It was awful,
horrible.
I hated it. So I was just like, I can't do kids.
Yeah.
I don't want to do kids because most of the shit that they're dealing with is not their fault.
Right. Almost like 80% of the time.
And so then you're like trying to work on basically what feels like a band-aid and somewhat of an invalidation of that person's experience, because you're like, well, how can we better work on coping and managing yourself in that environment? Because you're just like, the environment needs to change, but these people won't deal with it. Do you find that in your practice? I mean, maybe you don't want to get too far into that because maybe some of your clients and their parents are going to see it and you're like, yeah, all of my kids' parents are,
Yeah, I think I will say I have good relationships with the parents of my clients.
Fantastic.
Something that I have found, like, when the lens that I like approach teenagers to and children is like, well, one, I don't see anyone under 6 years old, and like if they're virtual, my rule is that I tell them that, this is true. Like, I have gotten car sick before, like twice. But I'm like, I get car sick, you have to be sitting down unless you want me to get sick, and we'll have to end the session. And I'm like very serious, and they're like, okay, I'm so sorry, and they don't do it ever again.
I should have said
So like
that.
setting the boundary with that, and then like my lenses, because it can get really it feels like an uphill battle essentially, because you're working against the parents kinda sometimes. So like remembering that you're giving them skills, not you obviously, so much, but remembering that you're giving them skills to like break their generational curse or break the behaviors that their parents have bestowed on them, or like breaking all of those things and giving them skills where they can be everything that their parents want them to be because their parents aren't able to.
Yeah.
Or like don't have the skill set to, or like maybe tried so hard to not do and like they're doing. But I will say, like, many of the parents that I have, they're able to like take a step back and be like, I don't want them to be like XYZ, or like I want so much more for them, and like this is where we're starting.
Yeah.
So like a lot of it is like their parents being like on board, and then like taking it, like if their parents aren't on board, be like, okay, and talking to the kid, because most of the time those kids are in their teens, they're able to like understand. And obviously, like, I'm not getting in their business. I'm the therapist. Like, I know my role. I'm not the parent or, like, have anything to do with the parent. So, like, what are things that we can change? Not focusing on the things that we can't change, because we can't change how our parents treat us. We can't change a lot of things. But what can we? We can't change our grades in school. We can change the friends we hang out with. We can change our attitude. Like, there are things that we can change.
I love that you just segued perfectly into an 8 domains discussion.
Love
because that's the question.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, how do I want to experience myself? Not how do I want other people to treat me, which is an important question.
Right.
But it's not the first question. When we start to treat ourselves the way we want to be treated, when we start to invest in ourselves and align with the values that we set for ourselves, that's information that we project outwardly that informs other people on how they are going to be able to treat us.
For sure.
So yeah, I think that that's lovely that you're just kind of like intuitively doing that. the question that I asked all of my clients in that 8 domains coaching model that I used was, what experience do you want to have with yourself? And start there.
Yeah.
So I was about, you segued right into it, but you had talked about like being a therapist, and you're talking about kind of like what you like. And so let's talk about it vocationally. As a therapist, what are your values? How do you want to experience yourself as a therapist?
That's a good question. Like, how do I want to experience myself as a therapist? I feel like, definitely safe, I feel like is the first word that comes to mind, because a lot of my clients that I've currently, or maybe even like past, like lots of people that I encounter, I would say even in general, like feel that there aren't many safe people in their life. And that doesn't mean physically
Okay.
or like they're in danger by any means. Like when I say safe, I mean like safe to share their deepest, darkest secrets and not feel judged.
So
Yeah.
that's how you want others to experience you?
Yeah, I think so.
That's not the question.
Oh.
Rephrase
the question.
The question is, there's no rephrasing. I
Oh,
can't rephrase
okay,
it. It's the whole linchpin of the 8 domains. We're writing a book and everything. I can't change it now. So how do you want to experience yourself? So I want others to experience me as safe.
Right.
So then that's not a bad value.
Right.
But how do you know you're being safe? What experience do you have with yourself that ensures that you're projecting safety outward to others?
So like countertransference is real. I constantly, I think, check myself in session. Like if there's something that's brought up that I'm like, not, maybe like it came out of left field, or maybe like it's a little bit, like didn't expect that to come out of their mouth. Which is often like what happens. But like constantly keeping myself in check. In a sense of like being aware of my feelings towards whatever topic it is, being aware of like how am I emotionally.
Okay, so getting into the values definition.
Yeah.
So it sounds like what you just said in the 8 domains format of saying is like, I value experiencing myself as self-aware.
Yes.
I want to know, I don't want to be surprised by my own reactions to things.
Yes.
So if I do have a reaction to something, I want to have enough awareness of my history, my filter, my programming, my triggers to understand where that's coming from so that I can deal with it without outsourcing someone else to have to deal with it.
Exactly, yes.
So self-awareness and then personal responsibility also seems like a value that you're speaking to.
Yes.
I'm like, I want to know what's going on with me, and I want to be able to deal with it without counter-transferring it onto others. See?
That's spot on.
These are 8 domain values.
Love.
Right? And probably not even just in vocational, because so like, yes, there's an overlap of all the 8 domains. And if they're like, if the 8 domains, it could be like an image, it would be 8 circles making a Venn diagram, and they're all overlapping and collecting.
Yes.
And where they all connect and overlap right in the middle, that's like the whole you. That's the most complete you possible, is where they all intersect and contribute and connect to one another. And so what you just said, I was asking about vocation, and you're like, yeah, I don't want to counter transfer onto my clients. Well, that requires a lot of alignment in the domain of emotional and mental, which is where that practice of becoming self-aware lives. Now, if I start becoming self-aware, then that benefits my physical domain because I'm going to be more in tune with my body, and I'm going to know when is enough and what to push and what not to push. And when I'm hurt, I'm going to hear that and respect it. But if I'm not self-aware, you're going to have a torn ACL and you're going to continue to train on it for 2 weeks and then end up,
would hate for that to
happen. I would hate. It's such a weird scenario that no one would ever do. So, but also, if you're working on self-awareness and the emotional and mental, it's going to benefit your relationships. It's going to benefit vocationally as a therapist, but also if you're just working a 9 to 5 in an office somewhere and you come in with your own bullshit and then somebody sends a per my last email and you're just like, ooh, okay, all of this energy I'm feeling can't possibly be about that one person's email. Like, they're just being them.
Yes.
Right? And so then you wrangle that in, you take responsibility for it. So, yeah, I think that's a really, I'm processing something with you that hasn't been processed on the podcast yet.
Okay, fine.
Of how the overlap and intersection of all of these domains happen. It's like self-awareness and personal responsibility touches everything.
It does.
But it starts in the emotional mental.
Well, and like you said, having, self-awareness and the emotional and mental, like, it doesn't pertain just to, like, showing up as a therapist. That's important, showing up as a friend, especially as a therapist, because, like, I want to show up as friend Ashley, not therapist Ashley, to my friends.
My friends get annoyed when I do that.
My friends
mine are like, dude,
but
just
we
stop
have different.
preaching at us.
No, yeah, I will tell my friends now, like, I'm at a place and, like, I have great friends, love them, and we're at a place where we can be, and also they're in, like, the medical field or the mental health field as well, so they, like, get the lingo and they get things, so they're able to be like, okay, like, you need to rein it in, and I'm like, you're right, thank you, or, like, my brother and I live together now, and which we always have, but, like, now we have a house together, and he has been really good at being like, okay, like, that was, like, therapist you, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, or, like, if he, because he does have ADHD, and living with someone that has ADHD is,
I know,
its own journey.
Yeah.
Its own journey, and so he's like, okay, I need therapist Ashley to show up and, like, give me some thoughts. And so I'm like, obviously there's ethical codes and, like, I make sure to respect that. But, like, when he asks, like, specific questions that need more specific answers, I'm like, okay, like, this is what therapist Ashley would probably say, hypothetically. And then this is what friend Ashley says. So I, like, make sure to separate the two. But I have enough self-awareness to be like, okay, like, that's not something a friend would say.
Yeah.
That's not something a family member would say. Back it up,
Yeah. So, going back to the vocational domain.
Yeah.
Identifying the value that you want to experience self-awareness and self-responsibility, how do you invest in that? So how do you create that outcome within yourself?
Checking in on myself, like, fairly often. Every hour. After every session.
You might be the first guest we have on the podcast that doesn't say jujitsu.
Oh, really? I do Pilates.
Just as, like, a self-care, mindfulness thing of, like, but anyways. Yeah, but that's good.
Yeah, I don't think I have enough coordination to do jiu-jitsu, but, like,
yeah, that's fine.
Love the thought.
But, okay, so, like, you check in with yourself. What does a check-in with yourself look like? Are you, like, looking at yourself in the mirror and you be like, you good, girl?
No, sometimes I'll be like, oh, like, I'll think back about, like, what this session was, and I'll be like, oh, like, that was kind of wild. Recently, Jenny is my supervisor. Love her.
She's great.
And she's fantabulous. And so I'll, like, I love a voice memo. Live and die for a voice memo. And so I'll send her a voice memo of, like, maybe what happened, or, like, hey, like, this isn't funny, but, like, sometimes, like, sometimes, not that I would ever laugh at, like, a client or, like, anything, but sometimes my awkward Coping mechanism, my awkward reaction is to just giggle. And so sometimes I'm like, hey, this has happened. And like I'm giggling and she is very similar to me. So she's like, no, I exactly know what you're saying. Like I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So like having people, like a support system to check in with.
That is also good. What sign are you, girl?
I'm a Sagittarius. I actually got really bored the other day and looked at my birth chart. I felt very seen.
I had a client
Mm-hmm.
who was super into it, and she just kept blaming everything that she didn't like about me on me being a Pisces.
That's bananas.
I was like, cool, it's not my fault. It's just when I was born and where the moon was, or whatever that means.
Mm-hmm. There is something to be said about male Geminis. I'm just saying.
What does that mean?
There is something to be said.
It's not working, is it?
There's something to be said about men that are Geminis.
What is to be said?
Well, they're just very interesting guys. I have just experienced a lot of male Geminis in my time, and they're all pretty much the same.
Huh.
Which is very interesting because I do believe that like everyone is unique.
Or how many are we talking about?
I mean, if I had to put a number on it, like the majority of the people in my life happen to be Gemini.
Like family members and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back to this.
Yeah.
This is therapist
Male
Benji in the room.
Geminis.
Therapist Benji is in the room right now.
Oh,
Yeah, just to know all of that.
Had your ass in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that. Well, the audio. We'll have the audio, but I don't want my ass facing the camera.
And you know what? That's fair, bro. That's fair.
But I do want you to elaborate on male Gemini.
Are you a male Gemini?
As a male Gemini.
You're a male Gemini.
Yeah, am I just like every other
plot twist
when you met?
No, I don't think so.
When's your birthday?
June 20th.
Okay, so what is the Gemini?
Ooh.
What is their span?
It's June 6th.
You just
or
had
like
a
early
birthday
June.
This past summer.
Yeah.
Happy early birthday. Late birthday.
Yeah.
It's like early June.
I had an eventful birthday. I don't know if you remember.
Oh well, yeah.
What happened? What did I do?
You were great. You really helped out.
It was spicy.
Oh, Jesus.
It was a spicy day.
Jeez. Was she a Gemini, you think?
Could be. But male Geminis
Yes, tell me
are
more.
just a little different. Like, they're just very, like... Now, since you're a male Gemini, you're talking...
No, with your whole chest, Ashley.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Very assertive, very, like, order, routine, boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
A little bit of an ego.
What are
like,
the ages?
Confident.
What are the ages of the sampling?
I'm 27. I would say the ones in my life, the ones that I know throughout my life, I would say from 22, men, 22 to 60.
Okay. Were you redshirted in kindergarten? Meaning, did you go the year after, like you were born in June?
Mm-hmm.
Did your parents hold you back a year?
As soon as I turned 5.
As soon as you turn 5, you're just in.
Yeah.
Right. So redshirting is kind of a newer thing.
Okay.
That kind of upper middle class, mostly white families do.
Okay.
To give their kids, especially boys, an advantage in school athletics because. If I'm a kindergartner and when I go in, I'm fresh 5.
Yeah.
As a kindergartner,
right.
I'm going to be smaller. I'm going to be slower. I might be not as socially developed.
Like they're pretty much 4-ish.
Right.
Okay.
But if I wait until my child is 6,
they're a year behind.
They're a year behind, but also a year ahead. They're a year ahead on physical development, social development, academic abilities, cognitive abilities, all that stuff.
So the real question is, are these men that are Geminis that I know,
were they put into school, kindergarten, like at basically fresh 5, or were they put into school at 6? Because I think it makes a difference. And there's no science behind what I'm about to say.
And honestly, there's no science behind it. Honestly, anything.
We are talking about astrology. It is astrology, right?
It is.
Not astronomy. I always get that confused. Okay.
No.
So, since we're just non-evidence-based podcasting right now.
No evidence,
here's
no science.
my theory.
Okay.
Here's my theory.
Ready.
You put a fresh 5-year-old boy into kindergarten, and he is constantly, at least for the first 8 years of school, until what I do know that the research says that most of the advantages dissipate by the 8th or 9th grade. So most of the physical differences and cognitive advantages of being a year older than your peers, that playing field levels out around the 8th or 9th grade.
So then what's the point? Because, like, now this is not, like, this is just a question. If this makes it on the internet, like, I'm just asking. Like, then what's the point? Because high school ball is, like, what matters, right?
Right. So the idea is that people don't really study the literature. They just go off of what they think is going to happen. Like, this has been studied. And,
right, I believe you.
And, like, we also know that when you redshirt someone, they tend to make, over a lifetime, about $80,000 to $90,000 less than their peers who started as soon as they could. Because you think about it, kids graduating college at 19 instead of 18, that's a year of income.
Right.
You know, getting out of the workforce, he's doing it a year later over his lifetime.
But is he more emotionally mature and developed?
There's no evidence to show that that's the case between a year difference between, like, a 17-year-old and a 16-year-old or whatever. So anyways, my theory is this: the way that the reason that your perception of them, which is probably entirely accurate, is that they're more. I think that you just said kind of like more sure of themselves, cocky, arrogant. Right. It's because they were teeny tiny little squirts thrown in there at basically 4 years old, and they had to sink or swim.
Okay.
And they had to, like.
Do you think that says to be something about, like, were those guys, like, do you think then maybe we don't go Geminis, maybe we just go this specific area of men in general? Were they bullied in school?
They may have been bullied. They may have compensated with humor or leadership or academics, or got really focused on excelling in sports or whatever. And then whenever you grow up in an environment in which your survival depends on you excelling in one of these areas, well, that comes with a lot of praise and compliments and popularity and approval and tracking at all.
Yeah, you know what? I just looked up a list of famous Gemini men, and it adds
hit
up.
us.
Yeah,
hit us.
It does.
What's the list?
So, just fact check. It says ChatGPT says that Gemini is May 21st to June 20th. So I just
made the cut. So you're kind of a Leo. No,
he's a Gemini. Don't take this from him.
Okay. Yeah, we're supposed to be two-faced, just like, and they're gonna pop up when I say it.
Okay.
Kanye West, Johnny Depp, Donald Trump, Kendrick Lamar, Morgan Freeman, Paul McCartney, Prince, John F. Kennedy, Tupac Shakur, Lenny Kravitz.
Okay, can we take a pause really fast?
Yeah.
There are multiple people on that list that have mental disorders. Bipolar disorder.
Is it because they're a Gemini or?
No. Well, is there a correlation? Astrology people, we need to know. I'm just saying. But you see,
Yeah.
There is a documentary coming out about Kanye, Side Quest. I think that will be very interesting.
I can't wait.
For it? It's going to be in theaters.
I can't
September
wait.
September 19th.
I will not go to the theater for it. I can't wait for it to hit, like, Hulu.
I might go to the theater. Only because, there's just so many things. And, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. But I really feel like he is bipolar, to an absolute T. Obviously, he's diagnosed with it, but
he's bipolar plus.
But he meets literally every aspect of the criteria.
Well, I've never seen him depressed.
Okay. Well, but what does depression look like for him?
Well, he has to have a major depressive episode. He has to have, right? Isn't that the DSM for bipolar 1? You have to have at least one major depressive episode.
Yeah.
And then also accompanied by at least one fully manic episode that rises above hypomania. We've seen him manic.
Yeah, he started a church.
He was going to buy the earth and become king of the earth.
I mean,
yeah.
But yeah, I think there's
that
correlation. Yeah.
That episode of him on the Joe Rogan podcast.
I thought you were going to say the Kardashians. I was kind of like, oh wow, you want the Kardashians.
No. But and I don't really listen to Joe Rogan except for like super interesting. Like I listened to the Bernie one. I did listen to the Donald Trump one. I listened to the Kanye one. I used to listen to Joe Rogan a lot before I figured some things out for myself. But and there's nothing wrong with listening to Joe Rogan. He's got a lot of interesting people on his podcast. But yeah, that episode was just it was so fascinating from like a mental health perspective. Yeah, it's like human long form, uninterrupted. Joe tries to challenge him and like question him, and he's so smart. He's so clever. You're almost like bought in. You're like, yeah, maybe he could body Earth. Maybe he could. Maybe yeah.
He doesn't have enough money.
It was when he was running for president.
I thought that was a joke.
No, he was on the ballot.
No
way. In Tennessee.
Fun fact.
I voted for him. No, I'm just kidding. No, I didn't.
No way.
He was. He was legitimately on the ballot.
What year did I?
Fun fact.
I have voted
Tennessee
every year.
had the most votes for him.
No,
out of any state.
That is wild.
Yeah, tens of thousands.
So do you think, like, did they also think it was a joke and they were like, we're going to do it?
I think some people thought it was a joke. I think other people are just so fucking, and I am apolitical on the internet, so I just think people are just so fucking sick of it. That they were just like, it's a fucking throwaway. Especially if you're Democratic in Tennessee, your vote almost feels like a throwaway anyways. So it's, that's the problem with the two-party system.
That's bananas.
2020.
Yeah.
Trump, Biden, Kanye.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So imagine though being that severely mentally ill, unmedicated, and somehow you still have your shit together enough to run for president and get tens of thousands of votes.
I mean, what does your shit together look like, though?
I don't even know. I don't have mine together. So
was it like kind of together? Maybe, but like also like he, like has his shit together, but also like is authentically himself. Like maybe that's like what his shit together is. Like he's not hiding. He has no bullshit to hide.
No,
you get what you see.
Yeah,
and maybe like that's like the beauty in like having your shit together, your authentic.
Maybe yourself. Maybe he does have his shit together, and he's more so I say something a lot. I say mental health requires for you to like aggressively agree with everything that is true.
Okay.
And so I don't think that he's mentally healthy, but I do think that he aggressively agrees with like a lot of things that are true about himself, like what he believes he's capable of.
Right. Okay.
Like those types of things. The part that causes him to be so mentally unwell is that he does have this thing called bipolar 1 disorder that without his billions and without his team of people surrounding him and insulating him from the consequences of this disease that he has, he would probably be just some other brilliantly mentally unhealthy guy in an institution somewhere.
Yeah.
But because his reality is so different than most people's, he has a different experience with it than most people get to have.
The majority of people. Yeah. That's so interesting. The more you know.
Yeah, you didn't know you ran for president.
I didn't.
What's your sign?
Pisces.
Look up famous Pisces men.
Matthew McConaughey. Kobe Bryant.
Oh.
Wow, you know him off the top of your head?
No, I'm making this shit up.
That would be kind of funny.
Winston Churchill. Just like
Abraham Lincoln.
Jesus Christ. Oh, you know what? You're not far off. Albert Einstein.
Wow.
Steve Jobs. You have Bruce Willis, Justin Bieber, Adam Levine, Daniel Craig, Shaquille O'Neal.
I love Shaquille
Kurt Cobain, Stephen Curry, and Oscar Isaac.
I know all of those guys except for Oscar Isaac. I don't know who he is.
Star Wars, Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Yeah. Yeah. I know who that is.
Yeah.
That's bananas.
Believe that's pretty good company.
Justin Bieber. I would love to pick his brain.
What are you?
A Sagittarius.
Sagittarius women.
Yeah,
famous
listen,
Sagittarius.
I looked up my
women.
birth chart, and I just
What
like,
did it
felt,
say?
Okay, so it said, which this is. So I looked it up because I want to get.
Marilyn Monroe, Courtney Love.
I don't know actually who is a Sagittarius. I looked at my birth chart because I wanted to get a tattoo that like I felt aligned with, and so I was like, maybe let's see like if there's anything to go with. So I look it up on ChatGPT because you can do that, and rather than paying someone on TikTok, because I thought about it. And it said like all the things like I am very emotionally in tune with myself, like I am emotional, I'm like kind of over dramatic, but I do like order, very compassionate, like I just like it just like saw me in all the things. I was like, wow.
You did that in ChatGPT?
Yeah.
So I did something the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and I told ChatGPT, based on our previous conversations,
Mm-hmm.
tell me everything you think you know about me.
I think that would scare me.
And then it like just listed statistics.
Yeah.
Like, you own this company, and you were born on this day, and you have this many children. And I was like, no. I want you to tell me everything that you think you know about me on the most intimate, deep level possible.
Mm-hmm.
And it was startling.
Really?
Shocking.
I'm not gonna look it up.
Yeah, no, it was.
That's not in my journey.
And then I was like, okay, so based on this thing that you think you know about me, make movie recommendations if I wanted to see myself most clearly reflected in a character.
What did it give you?
Good Will Hunting.
I love that movie.
I just watched it for the first time last week.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Did you feel like
it took me 3 days? It took me 3 days to watch it. It's my new favorite movie ever.
It's so good.
Yeah.
My favorite movie is Sweet Home Alabama.
I want to be Sean.
Oh.
But I'm also kind of like Will in many ways. And so like I'm a blend of Will in my past life as I'm like a young man, adolescent, like even into my 30s.
Right.
But then I'm aspiring to be more like a Sean, like really just like okay with where I am in life and satisfied and content and helping and yeah.
Which one is Sean?
Sean is the therapist, Robin Williams.
Right.
And Will is Good Will Hunting.
Right.
Matt Damon.
I love Matt Damon in that movie. I think he did so great.
I forgot how much of a smoke show.
Oh, he's
not
so...
him, Mimi Driver.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, we're on the same page. No, surprise, which is fair.
Yeah.
Yes, she was very pretty.
She's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
She's so pretty.
You know who's bad in that movie?
Who?
Ben Affleck is pretty bad.
Okay.
Yes, listen, so awkward.
I think he is, but like that speaks to his character. Like his character is supposed to be like that because his character is like not educated. His character is like just working the factory job or like whatever he does. Like he's just like going through the motions. He doesn't really give an F. Like like he is awkward, but like that was the point of the character.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm glad he grew into his head though.
I think his
head was so big for his body.
He got like some shoulders and some traps going on. Like he filled out. He's an interesting guy to me.
Ben Affleck?
Yeah. Do a whole episode on him.
He's so interesting.
Gardner, J-Lo, Gardner, J-Lo.
He can't pick. And then him and J-Lo got married. And then
like 7 times.
Yeah. And then he like divorced her.
Yeah.
And then was seen with Jennifer. But I don't think he's back with Jennifer. Nor do I think they'll ever get back together. I think J-Lo was publicity. And that's the tea I have on.
Okay.
That. Who are the Sagittarius
Speaking
ladies?
of J-Lo, no, I'm joking. But you do have a lot of actual pop stars in there.
I'm meant to be famous.
You have Britney Spears. You have Nicki Minaj.
Oh.
You have Miley Cyrus. You have Billie Eilish, Christina Aguilera, Scarlett Johansson, Zoe Kravitz, Tyra Banks, Hailey Bieber, Lucy Liu, and recently engaged Taylor Swift.
No way, she's engaged?
Oh, did you guys miss that?
Yes, when did that happen?
This morning.
Breaking news on the 8 Domains podcast. You're hearing it first 7 weeks after it happened when we published this.
Where was it at?
They announced it on Instagram.
I think they did it on.
I
think they did it on Kelsey's podcast.
That was her.
I'm just kidding.
That was her album. Right? I keep up with this. Yeah.
What? Taylor Swift.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I think all those people just foreshadow that I'm gonna be famous one day. I was in a forest.
Go ahead, you can take it.
Is that like a fairy forest?
This
What is
lovely.
That?
This is actually, listen, I feel aligned with her because this is my dream. It is. It's a fairy forest, and the ring is a little too big for me.
That's only like a $185 million ring.
What's the
That's
caption?
bigger than his Super Bowl.
The caption says, your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. Not sure about that caption. I feel like she's a great lyricist. We could have done better, you know? Maybe that's a hot take.
You could
have. She's a great lyricist?
No, she is a great lyricist. But the caption...
What does the caption say?
It says, your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. What?
Who wrote that?
Taylor Swift. She's a
Taylor
great
Swift wrote the caption?
That's what I'm saying. Yes, she's a great lyricist, but like that feels kind of odd, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't think she.
I know that this is a big moment for you, so
I'm just so shocked. Yeah. This is crazy, and it's a very thing. Yeah. Lovely.
We'll have to post that picture on.
Oh my god!
It's crazy.
Can you do like confetti effects whenever she finds out?
Yeah, I'll zoom in on your face.
Okay. Thank you. That's like crazy.
So you and her are both Sagittarius.
We're aligned, yeah.
So where's your Travis Kelce?
What is Travis Kelce?
I don't know.
What? That's who you should be looking for. What if he's a Sagittarius?
No.
What if he's what was the
Gemini?
Gemini?
That's actually like the most compatible is a Gemini.
What if he's a Gemini?
I'm gonna be cut. I am gonna
Travis
be cut.
Kelce
Is a
Libra.
Oh.
You should be looking for Libras.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what that is.
I don't know where they're found.
Yeah, I don't know. If there's any eligible Libra men who aren't already involved with people, because I walked in the staff meeting the other day and you and Samantha, were you on one of those are we dating the same person Facebook groups?
No. No. It was a very interesting thing that occurred. Pretty sure it was a Gemini. I don't know. Could be. We're not gonna out anyone. But could be. That's interesting though. I don't know where any Libras are. Yes, Libra men would have to be single. We have pretty high standards.
So let's talk about you're a young, eligible
I am.
Professional, independent woman who owns her own house.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, I hung a door by myself.
Whoa. Okay.
It was as tall as me.
So let's venture into the romantic domain.
Here we go.
Okay. Remember, the question's not about anybody but you. Mm-hmm. So how do you want to experience yourself as a romantic partner?
How do I want to experience myself as a romantic partner? Give me an example.
Okay. So for me as a romantic partner, I want to experience myself as affectionate, as trustworthy. Yeah. Meaning I don't want my partner, I can't control whether or not she trusts me. Right. But I do want to be trustworthy. Meaning, like if I should be where I'm supposed to be, and I should do the things that I say I'm going to do, and like I as a romantic partner, I like being generous. I enjoy being playful and flirtatious. I enjoy being romantic, and I enjoy being helpful. Yeah. As a romantic partner, I enjoy, and then we kind of go into like That's where I'm going to stop. Okay. So
I think I align with those things and also like affirmed.
So, who's doing the affirming?
That's a good question. Like I affirm myself, but I also like love words of affirmation.
So that would be a value that you're placing outside of yourself. So one of the things circling back to self-awareness and personal responsibility is like, I also need to experience myself romantically and self-aware, and then taking personal responsibility for what I will and won't tolerate, things like that. Like my needs are my needs to communicate and express, and then my reaction or response to how a person shows up for me in the romantic domain is also entirely up to me. It's my responsibility. Like, I like one of the things that I heard a TikToker say is like everything that you're not changing, you're choosing.
Oh, that's
And
good.
so, yeah, if there's things going on and I'm not actively trying to change them, advocating for myself, because I think that we get into like this fallacy in dating of like, well, if they wanted to, they would.
Oh,
Would they? Or like, would they if you asked them?
Right.
Well, I shouldn't have to ask them. Why not? Why are you so entitled to have all of your needs anticipated and foreshadowed and met without having to communicate them? So, so personal responsibility, I think, is another value that can come into the romantic domain as well. So, how do you like to experience yourself as a romantic partner? And then we're going to get into the more fun questions in a minute.
I think, honestly, everything you said, but especially that, like, personal responsibility of communicating things. Because I think something I've learned as a 27-year-old that I didn't know when I was younger was that, like, communication goes so far. Like, obviously, like, that feels obvious, but it's not in a sense of when some things, like, if you wanted to, you would. Like, you think people can read your mind. You think that people just know things. You think boys just know things. And plot twist, they don't. They do have to be told or, like, suggested or, like, they have to, like, have an inkling of, like, what you're wanting to, like, a hint almost.
Yeah.
And, like, if you're not giving that, if you're not communicating that, then, like, you're responsible for the outcome that, like, has happened. So you're responsible if they don't remember XYZ. You're responsible if you like chicken and not beef and, like, they only buy beef. Well, are you communicating that you want chicken?
And if you have communicated it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's a different story. If you have stood up and had the conversation and you've communicated, then it becomes like, how much of that repetition of communication are you willing to tolerate?
Right.
But if you're not changing it,
right,
then you're choosing it. So like, if it's so frustrating, this is what I try to say to people who are dating. It's like, it's not that serious when you're dating. If it's not working, cut it loose and move on.
Right.
Right? Like, don't, like, life is so important. Right? And so, but if you're not showing up, if you're not fully communicating yourself, then what you're doing is you're delaying the discovery of who a person is willing to be in your life.
Yeah.
And so by sitting on things and not communicating and not advocating and not requesting and not making all of yourself known in the relationship, and then getting mad when it doesn't work out, and then you have these big fights, and then, oh, okay, all of a sudden I think I understand, and so then we try again. Like, if you've just been clear on the front end of like, hey, I would have liked for you to have done XYZ for me the other night. Next time, if I'm going through something like that, would you please try to do that? And then the next time you're going through that, you were clear, they agreed, it didn't happen. Then you say, hey, it really hurts my feelings that I was going through XYZ again. I asked you to do it. You said you would. It didn't work. Will you please try to remember next time? Or how can I help you remember next time? And then you ask again and it doesn't happen. Well, at some point, you're just like, this person isn't the right person for me because I don't get to show up the way that I want to show up in the relationship. And that's okay.
There's nothing wrong with that either.
There's nothing wrong with it. And I heard something on, I think it was TikTok, and this woman was saying that her therapist said something that changed the way that she thought about navigating relationships. She said boundaries just speed up the inevitable. Right? So if I don't set a boundary, the inevitable is going to happen either way. We're going to take a really long indirect route to get there with a lot of hurt, a lot of resentment, a lot of frustration. Or if I say, hey, if you continue to do this, I'm not going to do this. Or if you want me to do this, I would really appreciate it if you would do that. That just speeds up you receiving all the information that you need. But so, I don't know. So many people are just so afraid to do that.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, too, like, communicating your boundaries and standards, like, from the get-go, like, not letting it go months in. Like, hey, like, I actually get really annoyed when people don't tell me what they're, like, how they feel about a certain topic or, like, a certain thing. Like, how am I going to know, that you don't like that if you don't tell me?
And then you punish me for it 6 months down the road, like, because I'm just supposed to know.
Right. First of all, I'm no one's mind reader. But second of all, like, I think going back to, like, dating as a therapist, like, I'm not your therapist. I never will be your therapist. We can talk about therapist-y things, and like emotions and like have deep conversations, but like I am not your therapist. So making sure that I have that boundary set steadfast and like there now, like if that's what you're looking for, I know people for that.
One of the
like,
worst things, one of the most infuriating things to hear from like a family member or a romantic partner is like, well, I would have thought a therapist would. Like when you're reacting kind of poorly to something because you're a human being and triggered.
Yeah.
And then they throw up your profession in your face and you're like, well, you're not acting like a therapist. Because I'm not a fucking therapist right now. I'm a pissed off boyfriend or a pissed off son or whatever it is. So, yeah. Okay, so that's how you want to experience yourself. Mm-hmm. Now, how does a guy get your attention?
Not at the bar. I'm serious, like not at the bar, like not like anywhere, like how does a guy get my attention? By being a genuine person. And it like when I say that,
you mean like if you're at the bar with friends, don't approach you?
I mean, I would, yeah. I mean, no, I mean approach me, but like meeting someone at a bar, I don't go to bars anymore. So like that's not an option. That's what I mean by that.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I know a bunch of like middle-aged, I don't know a bunch of middle-aged women. But I've had middle-aged female clients who are like, I would give anything for a guy to just like come up to me at the grocery store and just be like, hey.
Trader Joe's, that would be lovely.
Yeah, just like, because you know you're aligned if you're both shopping at Trader Joe's.
You do.
Like there's a specific.
There's a specific demographic of people, and you know that they're
ideologies.
Nice.
You're gonna do a lot of hiking. Your dog's probably wear scarves.
I'm actually out on the hiking, but like maybe the idea of hiking.
Dogs with a scarf though.
I don't have a dog.
I believe that you might be more of a Sprouts girl.
I actually love Sprouts too.
Okay. Yeah. Because Trader Joe's does not seem your vibe. No hiking, no dogs, no scarves.
Like hiking I had one hiking trip and honestly like I'm good. I don't need another one. I admire the people that do like to hike.
Well, I think that's
great. No, I think it's great. It's just like not everyone has their thing.
So you would be okay with a guy noticing you and being like, what would he even say? Because the guys need help. There's I don't know if you've been paying attention to the internet. There's a male loneliness epidemic.
Which is so sad. I'm like, honestly, like if guys just went up to girls and said, "Oh, you're so pretty," or like, "Wow, your hair looks nice." Nothing super physical because like those comments, like, what does that really get you?
But those are okay.
Like like your hair looks nice.
You're speaking
or like,
for your eyes.
Now. Yeah, your eyes are so pretty. Men tell me often, like, your eyes are so pretty. I'm like, thank you. And then the conversation ends. I'm like, all right, well, communication skills, where are we at?
Oh, you want them to follow up?
Yeah.
What else? That's what I'm saying. Like, what else? Give us the script, because how are they supposed to know if you don't tell them?
I mean, like, oh, wow, like, I think it would be so funny if I did go to Trader Joe's and, like, maybe the conversation was, your eyes are so pretty. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. And they're like, do you come here often? Actually, I do. Every Monday at, like, 12 p.m.
See you next week.
Yeah. Or, like, oh, like, do you live around here? Do you work around here? Would you like to get a drink? Or, like, maybe not a drink.
Just straight to make a date?
Yeah. I mean, don't get my phone number and then it lasts for like 2 weeks and then you fall off because you couldn't make conversation. Well, that's a bummer.
So, what about this scenario?
Okay, hit me.
Your eyes are so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, do you come here often? Yeah, actually, every Monday at noon. Yeah. Oh, well, that's crazy. Maybe I'll see you next week. And then that's it. And he's like, well, have a great day. And then next Monday.
He doesn't see me at noon.
Oh. No.
Because it's empty. He doesn't mean it.
No, like what if he says,
what if he does
I'll see you next, and then he's there?
Then we're going on a date. We might get married next week. I mean, but listen, the thing that guys miss is the follow through. There is no follow through. There's a fear of getting rejected, which is fair. I get it, but like at some point you have to get over it. And that's the truth. Am I wrong, Bo?
Today, yeah.
Bo's a taker man, so he doesn't have to think about these things anymore.
But it's the follow-through.
Right? Still good?
No, actually. It's okay.
Actually, this is the part where
you heard it here first.
We welcome Bo when we talk about Bo's relationship. I'm just kidding. But like, no, it's
you
the
need to
follow
come sit on the
through.
couch?
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, so follow through.
It ended well.
Okay, good. It's nice when things can end well and you're just like, thank you. Like a Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
You're being such a Matthew McConaughey right now.
Yeah, nothing but nice things to say.
What a lovely lady.
That's
I really
lovely.
appreciate the time that we had together. I wish her the best.
Yeah, she really was there for me on my birthday.
Yes, she was.
Yeah. You needed the support.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wish that we could talk about that without inflaming the internet and having people try to
it would be
my.
You would go viral.
Not for that, I'm not. And we didn't even do anything wrong, by the way. But can we talk about this then?
Okay.
Without talking about that whole ordeal.
Right.
We talk about personal responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone says
that
we love it. Like, let's be personally responsible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
I know where this is going.
I don't think I know. Yeah. Unless somebody like showed her.
Right.
She did not see that post because she didn't follow me on any social media. She didn't follow the company. She didn't follow any of it.
So maybe it was screenshotted?
Maybe. Or I have a theory. She saw me in all of my statuses and categories that I hold.
Right.
And I jumped in and said, hey, this happened. I want to take responsibility for it. It's not okay. It sounded like this. I'm sorry. We're going to fix it. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't word it as appropriately as I needed to out of, again, not willfulness, but like ignorance. And it's not a willful ignorance. It's just, I said a specific category of people instead of just saying Black people, which was also wrong. Right. And I heard that from a much more thoughtful and kind person who explained it to me whenever I asked. But anyway, so like that, I thought, okay, personal responsibility, get out ahead of it and own it. My fault. Should have seen it coming. Whatever. And then it was just like that was also wrong. I think less would have happened. Right. I think less would have happened had we just taken it down, said nothing at all, fixed it, and moved on. I bet nothing would have happened. But the fact that I tried to own it, was completely disregarded. It felt like that was like opened up a floodgate to just kind of like vent. What seemed to be a lot more than what was warranted. Maybe there was some like historic, everything that is.
Well, I think too, like
maybe some historical stuff that I just was unaware of.
Well, like two things. Like one, I think sometimes people like when something happens and like you envision how the person is going to take ownership and show up. Like I have an idea of what I want that person to do. I'm not going to tell anyone, obviously. Like this is like in my mind, I'm making up how I want this person to show up, and you didn't show up that way potentially, and so like. The floodgates open, like the vision was not like you, because you didn't know the vision, you didn't know how anyone wanted you to show up, so you showed up as you, and that wasn't. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and so I was talking to like I called several therapists that day, and one of the ones that I talked to, Jonelle, she was just like, Benji, like you don't have time for this, like they don't know what's in your head. Yeah, I was like, oh okay.
Or in your heart, like you.
Yeah, she was like, they were like, you don't know they don't know what's going on with you, like so just, and that was very encouraging. I was like, oh okay, but yeah, she will be missed next June.
Every birthday.
Every birthday she will be missed.
Every Bo birthday.
All right, so what else do we need to cover here?
What other questions do you have?
So I imagine that there's going to be a flood of Libras, Libra men.
I don't know.
Who are willing to initiate and follow through.
Yeah, follow through. Honestly, but like follow through.
Do you ever initiate? Is that like you do?
Yes.
And what's your follow through look like?
I haven't initiated in a minute. I'll say that. I did for a while. Like, when I would go out, like, I am, like, the girl to, like, I talk to boys first. Like, all of my friends can say that. This is not me being, like, oh, this is what I do. Like, my friends can vouch. They will. Like, I am the chatty Cathy.
If she's lying, I want her friends to comment
No,
and just really tell me the truth.
My friends are, I'm the person that, like, I will talk to someone for so long, they will have to drag me out. And it's not like it has nothing to do with, like, we could be literally anywhere. I am someone that just attracts people and I will just chat them up. So, like, I do follow through, but then it, like, gets to a point where people like to sell themselves. And then when they do follow through, if they do, okay, it's not the person that, like, I've met. It's not the guy that I met. Like, they'll sell themselves, right? And, like,
you feel like it's a bait and switch.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this is actually, like, you actually, one, can't text. But, like, if you can't text, I feel like at the ripe age of, like, almost 30, you should be able to know. And, like, maybe you send a voice memo. Maybe you take personal accountability and you call someone and say, actually, I'm a bad texter. Let me call you.
You would welcome a phone call.
Yeah, I love talking on the phone. Not as much.
See how it all comes like full circle, because like my people are like, don't fucking call me. Somebody should be dying.
Really?
If you're calling me on the phone,
or you're a texter?
Plan it ahead of time. Oh yeah.
Oh, see, I would rather just like hop on a phone call, because odds are I can't get enough. Like, sometimes I feel I have so much to say, I can't text it because that feels overwhelming.
So my buddy, one of my really good friends, Jeff, he's, I don't know, maybe 7 years younger than I am. And I'll text something like to try and get a conversation started in the group chat. I'll be like, hey guys, like, how are you guys doing? What's going on? What's new? Like, how are your relationships? And I won't hear anything, and then it'll be like, we gotta hop on a FaceTime because Benji asked a deep fucking question. So now we gotta talk about it for 2 hours. I'm like,
literally.
I just wanted to hear about how, like, you could have just been like, yeah, things are going great, everything's steady, just thanks for checking in. Which I love the FaceTimes.
Right.
But I'm like, and they're like, yeah, like when you text us that, we're not responding because it's too big of an answer.
That's how I feel, because then also, the people that respond, okay, why? Okay, why? That is the most infuriating thing to me. You have more to say than just okay. You know?
There's a lot being said.
There is a lot being said.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, there's so many examples I could give. But okay is just not effective enough or efficient enough. Like, send me a voice memo.
Well, and I also, I don't know. I might be a little high maintenance when it comes to this, because like I don't want to read a novel.
Oh, okay. I don't either. That's
I don't like multiple. Like, I've done it. Yeah. But I don't want to read a novel.
Fair.
I'm more likely to send and receive an email if like there's really things that you need to sit with, but I want you to have sat with it, slept on it.
An email?
Yeah, like an email, and just like really thoughtfully lay out what it is that you need me to hear.
From your friends?
From my friend, from my wife, from anybody.
Just an email from your wife?
If it's a big thing and you really need me to digest it, and like, but make it say what you actually want it to say, and also describe for me what tone it is that you're like. If you're genuinely like, I really want you to hear this in love. I really want you to hear this in a non-judgmental way, because I just want you to. Because what an email does, like, I can go back and I can revisit it and I can digest it and I can process it and because I get flooded in conflict. I just do. And so
internal conflict.
Any conflict, I get flooded.
Okay.
And so, like, not overwhelmed, but like, it's hard for me, my fight or flight, and like I become defensive, and I'm aware of that. And so then I'm like focused on breathing and trying to just like manage things. And I'm going to miss some detail on this big grand issue that we need to hash out. And so I would love an email.
Okay.
Because an email I can sit on, I can read it, I can come back to it, I can start to draft a response, I can be thoughtful, I can edit it. You can't do that in a text.
No, you can't.
And then once you've said what you need to say, and I've said what I need to say, and we've both sat with it, it's probably been 2 or 3 days for us to like de-escalate and kind of problem solve it and hear each other. Then we can come back and have the conversation. And I'm talking about the biggest most like impasse feeling blockages in relationships. I'm a big proponent. If it's not urgent, like nobody's arm is going to fall off if we don't solve this right now, send an email. Let's just deal with it over the next couple of days.
I would die if someone sent me an email. If someone sent me an email, it's over. If I got an email about all of anyone's feelings, and I like how like the tone, like I want this to be heard in love, or like I like that, and I will say that to my friends sometimes, because sometimes like if it's a quick response it's needed, like I'll be like, okay, like hear me when I say this. I say peace and love all the time, like that's my tagline, I would say. But an email, I would die if someone sent me that. I would be like, Why? This is over.
Why?
Because I just like for me, I have to hear someo's voice and like
hear. But you don't hear that in text.
No, you hear it in a voice message.
I guess you do. Yeah, I guess.
I love a voice memo.
Yeah, I just think that whatever is communicated needs to be full of as much actual, objective, non-emotional emotion. No, not non-emotional, but like a wise mind in DBT, right? Like we need to blend the logic with the emotion.
I see what you're saying.
And it needs to be as pinpointed to the truth of what I'm experiencing, what I need, what I want as possible. And most of the time, a text is too fast. Right. A voice memo might be too immediate. Now, if you're going to sit on it, journal it, notes app it, parse it out, process it with your therapist. But I still think some things are okay to just like let it be 2 or 3 days. We don't have to act bitchy towards each other.
I don't. I will process it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll say like, I'll wait.
That's the thing. Is like with me, is like I'll get a bit more quiet. I might not be dancing around the kitchen like I normally am, like a goofball if something's bothering me. But that doesn't mean that I hate you.
Yeah.
It just means that like I'm not gonna pretend like everything is okay right now when it's not. And I'm still gonna cook this dinner, and I'm still gonna take care of these kids, and I'm still gonna make you your coffee in the morning. I'm still gonna do all the things that I do.
I agree with that. Yeah. Except I love a voice message. I will 10 toes down on that. And I
send voice messages.
Yeah.
That's part of the follow through.
It is
Libra men.
Honestly, you know what? It is the follow through.
Libra men, you heard it here first. Yeah. Taylor Swift is getting married, and Bo's single. Right. You saw his ass. Well, you didn't see his ass earlier because you should leave it in now.
Oh yeah, I'll put it in right now.
Yeah.
We can make you a dating profile.
He probably already has.
Yeah, it's not going so well. Well, yeah, give me your tips and tricks.
Yeah.
No, I don't have many, but.
You don't have any?
I don't have many.
Oh, you don't have many?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll tell them not to leave me an email.
You don't want an email either?
You know what? I really like that idea. but I don't think anyone my age would be, at least the majority of girls that
I don't think you need to be listened.
I send the email because when I'm face to face, and this is just shit that I gotta deal with.
Right.
I am so used, like programmed through childhood, stepmom, older sisters, like all of these experiences of like having to fight to be heard. Like I've got to get louder than you.
Right.
And I hate feeling that way.
Yeah.
And so whenever it's face to face and you're defending or you're justifying or you're counterpoint, we're litigating the facts. There's something I don't have the self-control yet to be able to like just stay calm and monotone and safe sounding. And so I escalate.
Right.
And so I've just learned.
I think that's fair.
I'll just fucking retreat.
Yeah.
I'll gather my thoughts. I'll make them say exactly what I want them to say. I'll try to communicate the tone in which I'm saying it. And then we go from there. Drives my wife crazy.
I like that it works for you.
It doesn't, because it drives my wife crazy.
Have you seen Drew Barrymore?
I know
like her talk show.
No.
Have you seen clips of it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I didn't even know she was still alive. I thought she had died. Like
no.
By the way, I believe we have the same birthday.
You and Drew Barrymore?
Look it up. When was Drew Barrymore?
Listen,
when was Drew Barrymore born?
Love Drew Barrymore. Okay, so
she's sweet. I love her.
The point of this.
Thought she was dead.
Is that she's kicking. She has a line at Walmart, actually, for kitchen appliances. For real.
Nice.
I don't know how well they work, but it's a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so she will sit on the couch with people, and she'll, like, hold their hands, and she'll talk to them, and they'll have, like, an emotional conversation. I feel aligned with that, and I do have a little brother. And I'll be like, okay. Like, it seems like we need to have I call it a Drew Barrymore moment.
Yeah?
And I'll be like, I think that we just need to have a moment right now.
You should send him an email.
I think my brother doesn't even have an email. He has an iCloud that he had to set up for, like, for a hat subscription.
To have any Apple device, you have to have an iCloud.
You do, but, like, until he needed one, he didn't get one. So, but, like, I call it a Drew Barrymore moment. But I'm someone that, like, I would rather be in person and I want to be in it. I want to have the hard conversation. Like, let's sit here.
It's so scary to me.
I mean, I didn't say it was fun. It's not fun.
You're so brave. And I'm saying
now at 27. No, I do.
Yeah.
Now at 27, 25-year-old me could not be caught dead with confrontation. Yeah. And my boss, I worked for corporate America. Love her, Jennifer. She taught me the self-awareness initially. Nice. Yeah. She had therapy, and, like, she loved that I was going to get therapist. Anyways, but she would sit me on her couch, and she'd be like, okay, so, like, this is what's happening. Yeah. This is, like, the hard conversation we have to have. And that is probably why I love to have a Drew Barrymore moment. Because it just, like, felt more, like, genuine, but also, like, there's no hiding how you're feeling. You know? You're not mistaking any body language. You're not mistaking the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was she born?
February 27th.
Nope, never mind.
Okay.
She's,
Who was I thinking about? I don't know.
I think she's a couple years older than you, too.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. She's a cool lady.
I didn't say the same year. I just thought we had the same birthday.
Gotcha.
Oh,
yeah. And I kind of pulled up for yours, like, damn. I didn't realize that.
You didn't realize I was 78 years old?
Yeah. She's 50.
Oh, is she 50?
She's 50.
She's not that much older than me.
43?
I'm 43.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
that's quite a bit older.
She's the difference between me and one of my best buddies, Jeff, 7 years. My wife is... Never mind, I'm not going to say that. Yeah. All right. Do you have any more questions from 30-year-old men?
I have a question from a 21-year-old me.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah. So you voice memos?
Love a voice
emails.
Uh-huh.
I write notes.
Oh, handwritten notes?
Yes.
Do you love a rom-com too?
Like love notes or like, here's my problem with you?
Usually it's for the breakup or usually it's to be like, I'm glad we had this time together. I'm sorry, Not even if I'm like actually sorry, but just like, I'm sorry that it didn't work out.
Right.
If that makes sense. I'm sorry that we're having this issue.
Yeah.
Or I'm so infatuated with them, usually during like the honeymoon phase, that I write them a whole letter being like, this is everything I like about you. This was the time. But I think that's therapeutic for me because I spend a lot of time. I like do a rough draft and then I go back and rewrite it.
I think that's super sweet.
I think it is too. Besides, like,
but wait a minute, are you breaking up with women via the U.S. Post Office?
Oh no, no. It's
that trumps a text message.
I think it's usually like post breakup.
Post breakup, like thank you for the memories.
Yes.
I wish you the best, truly.
Yes.
And it's like closure for you.
Yes. To me.
I think that's
Where's the question?
Yeah.
Sounds more like a brag.
Well, yeah, just no. Like how?
Brag.
Well, I guess I just wanted to get your thoughts on that as compared to voice memos and.
Like, but what? Like, would that be better than a voice memo?
Yeah.
Are you mailing the letter?
No.
You get to take it to their house.
Usually, it's at college, their dorm.
Oh, so you're just like dropping it off.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to see them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. I don't think I've encountered that often.
No one's ever written you a note?
No.
Like a thanks for dating me, but it's over now?
Nah, haven't gotten one of those.
Have you ever gotten like not your words, my words, like a love bomb letter in the beginning of like, you're so amazing?
Ugh, yeah. Those scare me.
Why do they scare you?
Because, like, One, and I have said this to my friends, you don't know me. Like, why are you telling me all these things? You don't know me.
How long into the relationship are you spending?
I think several weeks, and it would just
how many weeks?
2.
And what are you saying? Are you like, wow, like you're such a cool girl?
No, let's say like 2 months or
okay,
something.
Okay.
And I don't do it just out of the blue. It's usually maybe they are going through something rough. I'm going through something rough. Maybe it's Valentine's Day. Oh. Okay. And you just be like, hey, I appreciate when you did this memory. I like this about you.
You're not saying like you're the most incredible woman I've ever met. I don't know if I'll ever find anybody else like you.
Yeah, not doing that.
You know, yeah, like your skin would make a really nice lampshade.
More.
Respectfully, the people that love bomb, like, so obviously so many questions, but like nothing will make me want to throw up faster. Yeah. And I don't really throw up.
Unless you're car sick.
2 times.
Follow through. I followed through and heard you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying
2 times out of the year was in, honestly, the Dominican Republic.
Oh. But anyway, so love bombing in the beginning. What's
scary?
What has it looked like for you? Guys, Libra men, don't do this.
I think like, oh my gosh, like you're so incredible, or like you're so, like, it's like all the things that like men think you want to hear. So like it's like, oh, you're the most beautiful ever, or like, oh wow, like you're so gorgeous. Like those are very nice things to say.
Yeah.
But like all at once, and like, oh, like, you know, I could marry you, or like we can have kids together, like where would we live? Like that's nuts. And like if you don't know me and you don't know anything about me, or like that I want to live at the beach, you know, that like, why are you saying those things to me? You've not met my friends, you know?
Yeah. So maybe because you do what you do and you have a level of emotional awareness, and you're kind of recognizing it as almost like salesmanship.
Yes. And then
so like I know exactly how you feel, because I went to go buy golf clubs recently.
And the golf men will do it for you.
And I was trying out. I wanted to buy Callaway AI smokes, because my brother-in-law had said that they were the best clubs that he had ever hit with. I hadn't bought irons in 23 years, so I was like, it's time to upgrade. Yeah. So we're there, and I'm swinging the club, and I'm hitting a 7-iron, and you know they have the big like simulator thing, and it tells you your club head speed, ball speed, how far you carry it, all that stuff. And I'm swinging the club, and the guy's he's making all these comments, being like, "Wow, it's like you're swinging that club pretty hard. Is that normally how you swing it?" I'm like, God. "Yeah, yes, actually it is.
That is exactly what it's like."
But this is what he starts saying. Yeah. So I'm just standard steel shaft, regular stiffness, all that stuff, and I'm just like hitting 7-irons, but I'm swinging the club at like 90, 91 miles per hour. Right. And he's like, you know, like, you might need to like go up to the stiff shaft or whatever, because it's really going to be able to like really compensate for your strength and athleticism. And you know, most guys, you know, they make these like stock clubs for, you know, your average guy, not someone who's really like strong and flexible and athletic like you are. And turns out it was like a $300 upgrade to get the stiff shafts on these clubs. And so then whenever I was like, you know what, I'm 43. The last pair of clubs or set of clubs I bought was 23 years ago, and this will be the last set of clubs that I ever buy.
You bought in?
No. Oh. No, absolutely not. I was like, I'm 43. I'm not going to be swinging the club like this 20 years from now.
That's a good point.
So I'll just lay off and stop swinging so hard.
Did you tell the man that?
Huh?
Did you tell the man that?
I did. That's exactly what I told him.
What did he say?
He was like, yeah, you know, I guess you could do that. And I was like, but by the way, thank you for all the compliments on my strength and athleticism. Made me feel really good. But you don't know me, man.
You don't know.
Yeah, he was just trying to sell me.
He doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it. But you know what the best part of that is? The best part, I think, is the reaction of once you reject that.
Oh yeah.
The best part. It turns. You see. Listen. You want to see.
He lost interest fast.
Lost interest. You want to see someone's true colors after a love bomb. After you reject a love bomber. Let me tell you. The reaction that you get is the truest colors that I've ever seen. Wild. I would never call anyone crazy. I don't feel like it's a nice word, but like wild.
Yeah, because
you rejected
when
them.
you didn't reject. What is it? Who is a compliment for? The giver or the receiver?
I think the giver.
I disagree. I think if I tell you your hair looks nice, that's not for me. That's because I'm trying to make you feel good.
Unless you want something out of it.
That's when you know it's a disingenuous compliment. Right. Is when you say anything other than "thank you, I appreciate you saying that," or you're like, "Thanks, but like this is work. Please don't compliment me." And I'm like, stuck up, and I like, right. You're like, oh, like you just wanted something from me. You only said a nice thing to me to get something from me, which is manipulation. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what you're experiencing. It's like when someone love bombs you and they just shower you with all this praise and admiration and compliments, and you're like, thank you, but like that, or whatever you say to reject that love bomb, and then they're like insulting, they like flip on you. It's because that was never about you to begin with. It was about them getting something from you. Lieberman. Get it together. And a beach house. Get a beach house.
Yeah, or just like live at the beach.
She said she wanted to live at the beach.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be directly on it. Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Would be tragic. But,
all right.
like 15 minutes from it.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Well, we've given the internet a lot to think about.
Yeah.
We've supported Bo.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Through a very difficult time. 2 months post. I don't know how long ago this happened. Have you written the letter yet?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Well, now she's going to be expecting it.
No.
Maybe don't publish this until you've written the letter.
In this context, I don't think a letter is necessary.
Okay.
Because we already had the conversation.
Okay.
I was like, oh, she can't read. But...
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So, usually, like, the letter's like things I didn't say.
Oh.
Well, that's nice.
Okay. No.
You get to say everything that you wanted to say.
Yeah. What kind of, I get your email is after conflict?
Yeah, the email is, by the way, I'm not just sitting here like emailing my wife all of my thoughts and problems. Yeah. That we communicate differently, but it's usually like when there's an impasse or like we're not hearing each other and we've spun up into a cycle of dysregulation and poor communication and we need to create distance. And I need to communicate things that are very true and very honest and deep and sensitive and hurtful and scary to say. And I don't want to be vulnerable and it's a risk. Like I don't want to be vulnerable. Yeah. So I'm being vulnerable differently with less risk, but it's still vulnerable, but it's not as vulnerable because she can't immediately say, well, that's stupid, which she's never said that to me. Right. But she can't immediately argue with me. Yeah. Right. So it's like, if I send an email in a conflict, it's like, shit's really, really not good.
But that can look like it looks different. Like everyone has their own version of email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my letters are usually
your emails
post-conflict.
Yeah.
And there was the end of this one. There wasn't a conflict. It was just like,
okay.
No.
Great.
We're not renewing this. So
we're not re-upping.
Yeah. Cancel the subscription.
Yeah. It was lovely having you.
Nice. Yeah. Well, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I have to go hang out with a little princess now.
Fun.
In about 30 minutes.
Ashley, where can Lieberman find you?
On Instagram. I'm just kidding. They could. Like well, I have to think my Instagram.
Like, are you on Hinge? Or are you on?
No.
I don't know.
We deleted.
I did not mean for this to become a dating episode, but we talked about some domain stuff, values, investments,
personal accountability,
personal accountability and follow through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Ashley Rayford on Instagram.
At Ashley Rayford on Instagram.
Yeah, I couldn't think of like a clever handle. I admire the people that have clever Instagram handles. I think that is the coolest thing ever. I
admire people who have clever company names.
Oh, yeah.
I have 1 out of 2, but the first one...
Yeah.
The first one was going to be called Switchback.
Right.
And then, whenever workshopped it with my wife, she was like, "That sounds aggressive." She's like, "It sounds like switchblade."
Oh.
And so then I like sat on it.
Fair.
I
wouldn't have had that thought, but like that's fair.
I sat on it for like 4 years.
Yeah.
3 almost. And then whenever I was starting the nonprofit, I was like, no, I keep circling back around to switchback. So like I want to make it switchback. So that's what I did. Stepped into my truth. That's, I don't know, someone's probably said it that way.
Yeah, I say living your truth. I say that to my clients all the time. Live your truth. As long as it's healthy and, we're not doing anything dangerous, live your truth.
Experience life the way you want to experience yourself living life.
Period.
Yeah, and then all of the people who think that that's cool and fun and happy to be around that, well, those are your people.
And those that don't,
they don't have to participate.
They don't have to participate. No one's holding anyone down.
Yeah, no, my happiness doesn't have to equate to your unhappiness, and my success doesn't mean that that's a loss for you. And like, it's just, there's no competition here. So just, yeah. All right. Any other? This has been great. Any other last parting wisdom?
I don't think so. This has been fun.
Yeah. Well, let's do it again.
I'm down. I'd love to chat.
Cool. I found a new podcast host.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of men at Trader Joe's after this.
On Monday at noon.
I don't know about that.